Oh crap, we got the GoPro here. All right, back in Dallas. Shop update time. Woo! Okay. We got a shop full of pretty cars. How about that? Well, I appreciate you guys following this project along and watching the videos and checking out all my pictures and stuff. It's been a really exciting process. It's been fun for the customer, fun for me, fun for everybody as a community. So, you know, for the few of us that are enjoying this, I really appreciate you guys. So, here we are with a pile of parts and documentation and cameras, and we're going for it. I had a meeting this morning with the customer and a local glass company. We are going to kind of divide and conquer on this El Camino here, coming up pretty quick. So we've got a couple of solid lists of parts that we need to get for this thing, and kind of a game plan on what I'm going to do, and then what each of the other parties are going to do, and how we're going to divide this up. So how this is going to go is, first off, is I need to get from the belt line up, is what we call it. We're going to do a belt line up, cut and rub on this car. So everything from this body line to the top of the car, all the black up over the top of the roof, around the back, across the trim, all this is going to get cut and polished from the belt line up, so that way you get rid of all the dust and debris and any of the orange peel or anything that's left over in it, and you'll have a nice glassy finish, including the hood. So I need to get that done first, so that way when the trim comes in that we're going to order, we need drip rail trim, front windshield trim, trim on the fender, trim on the hood. We have the bed trim. We need a piece back here we'll talk about in a minute, and the rear window trim. So we're going to get that stuff coming, along with the U-channels, the run glass seal. We also need the door seal for around the door, the hood to cowl seal, the rear body to bumper seal, the bumper kits, and some of the other assembly components. So we need to get all that stuff coming. As far as interior kit is concerned, we need to get a seat kit. So we need seat upholstery and seat foam. We need a carpet kit. We need a headliner. And we need assembled door panels. And that'll pretty much take this project the rest of the way home. As far as the interior is concerned, I have the dash laid up here. Check this out. This is the OE original dash, and it's not even cracked or busted up, so it's going to go back in. Here's the original dash. I've got some headlight and dimmer switch stuff to deal with before this goes back in and gets rewired. We're probably going to run LEDs and a lot of the dash wiring, but a lot of that stuff is going to go away because we have, oh yeah, these are Dakota Digital full SS gauge cluster that is carbon fiber twill back with LED backlit, GPS speed, digitally controlled, all kinds of goodness. It's gonna go in this car. So I gotta pre-wire the dash, pre-wire the inside of the car, and change some of the sending units and sensors and that kind of stuff on the engine, so the engine can talk to the new brain box and the brain box can talk to the new gauges before I put the new gauges in the car. So we're gonna flip this over. So this is gonna be pretty much my baby right here. The dash, cutting and rubbing on the car is gonna be my baby. Customer's gonna help me out and try to source some parts and see what he wants to do as far as that goes. Glass guy is completely comfortable. Take a couple of days to get me a front piece of glass. He's totally cool with putting on the trim and the clip kits, getting that stuff taken care of. He's totally cool with cleaning the original back glass and giving me a mixture of factory clips and aftermarket clips and getting this rear window installed for me. He also said that he's comfortable on an hourly basis to go ahead and put my door glass back in, my A-pillars, my wing windows, the U-channel, the door seals. He said he can pretty much wrap up these doors for me. So I don't have to spend shop time away from other vehicles working on that. I've got to get this rear sill painted. I've got a special idea for that, so stay tuned on that. That's my last piece of paint on this car, and then we'll start throwing everything together. I'm gonna spend tonight and tomorrow finalizing my list and my orders on the El Camino, so that way I can package all this stuff up and kind of be done with this while we wait for parts to come in. It sounds like my mom is going to do the interior for us, and she's going to be looking at December to start on the interior, which will give us the next 3 to 6 weeks to get the interior kit brought in, get the seal kit brought in, get all that stuff kind of brought in and ready to go. And then glass guy is just a couple days out. We just need to let him know when we got all the trim, and then I'm going to break away and spend the next couple 3 weeks over here in Camaro land. So I know that this project kind of seemed like it stalled out, which it didn't really stall out. I pushed the pause button to focus on the El Camino. I made a commitment, I made my goals. Here we are back at the shop. Seemingly it hadn't really progressed very much, but I kind of am assessing where I'm at now, and I hope you guys feel my pain, but at the same time I'm also realizing that I'm down to literally taping up the wire loom and assembling the tensioners and installing the brake lines, and really down to just finalizing this top end. I need to get the oil pan off so I can run the dipstick. Sorry, I'm over here. I need to get the oil pan off to get the dipstick ran, get the headers on, but that kind of stuff is going to be done from underneath. I have all the hardware that I need to finish putting together the front suspension. I've got the new steering rack and the inners. So I am going to pick up new outers with the tensioners that I need. So I need a new tensioner for the water pump, and I need a tensioner for the air conditioner. I need an idler for the air conditioner. I need an idler for the water pump, and then we can throw the dressings on the front of the car, button up that, get the belts on it, finalize the hoses, dump coolant in it, finalize the lines. These got lost because I wanted to match the color for all the cooling system. So cooling system is red, vacuum system is black. Whew, I know, I'm going fast. I'm kind of excited, and I'm really looking forward to, I don't know, getting this thing done for you guys. So that's gonna happen. When the car goes back up on the lift, is gonna give me the opportunity to modify the power steering pump bracket so that I can get it mounted here. I promise you I will figure out some way and somehow that sucker is going in there. Battery is gonna move to the back. I dropped the box in back here at one point in time, and the battery lives happy down there, so that's where it's gonna live. And then just have a few questions to answer on the car that are going to be determined as we go through it. I need to order my AN lines. I need to order my fittings. And the reason I didn't do it is because this changes size on the oil side of things. So it goes from like a -10 to a -8, or, you know, some crap like that. So I want to make sure that I get it all in place, and then I can measure out my lines and make sure that I'm not ordering too short or too long of a line. Make sure I'm getting the correct fittings, not too many, not enough. That kind of thing. And then we should be able to button up the oil system, the oil pan, the oil dipstick, the coil packs, valve covers. Those will go on when everything's done and I'm priming it, and then we'll be ready to fire some bitch, I think. God damn. All right. I may or may not fire this thing with the exhaust on it. I've got a couple of different ideas for exhaust. I've got a 3-inch kit back here that's a weld together kit. I've got the V-bands for it. But the customer also kind of wanted an X pipe in there, and he talked about some side exits, and we talked about some other things. So I'm gonna get this thing up in the air to find out just exactly how much room I got. We'll hang some exhaust pipe on it. Rear end just needs torqued and final set. I'm gonna tuck it, roll it, trim it, make those tires look super bitchin'. Do the same thing to the front, and we'll move on to the next. So Buick's kind of hanging out for a minute. We'll talk about that car later. And super parts are now uncovered and are working their way to the top of the list. So we'll get 2J all ready to be put together here, I guess in the next 3 to 4 weeks. So stay tuned, guys. You're gonna see stuff coming down on the El Camino, stuff go down on the Camaro, and some 2J stuff going on that Mark III Supra. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being here. Thank you for watching my banter. Thank you for putting up with all of my life, my family, my community. And thank you so much for all your support. I will make sure to update you guys again by the end of the week, because I'm sure I'll have some more cool stuff done, and we will catch you on the next one. Take care, guys.